Hello everybody and welcome to the Pocono Raceway from Long Pond, Pennsylvania for the Oh the Misery 280 laps of action, stages 25, 25, and then the final 30. I cannot do math today. I am your host for today's event, Crimson Inso, also your league owner, and I am here with with, with my co-commentator ally. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good, except you kind of forgot who it was.
Yeah, my bad. You gonna? Oh hey, there's no people in their car. Good job, guys. I'll give you all a cookie. Okay, so, quite the event, honestly. What do you think? What are you expecting from today's race here in Pocono? Of course, with Daytona levels of draft. I mean, what are you expecting?
I expect lots of passing, but up front, I would expect DB with his amount of skill on these speedways, with the win at Nashville and the last week in Chicago, and I expect him to stay up front, but a lot of passing back in the pack, corrects, and general overall chaos here at the Triangle.
Yeah, Tricky Triangle, of course, very well known in PRA for its contribution to this league's lore. In which case, and that dates back to Season 3, Watkins Glen, where Aqua had a bit of a tumble in that number 31 Toyota Camry, and he had a mini fridge installed in his car. It ended up flying all the way to this circuit here in the Pocono Raceway. That mini fridge remains dug in the Speedway's infield and will stay there throughout all of the time that PRA goes to this fantastic racetrack.
It
Um,
has been restocked though.
yes, it has been restocked. Um, but anyway, I guess we should get started with interviews. Let's start with your pole sitter for today's event. It's number 3 JBL Chevy Camaro of DB. Of course, this is, I think, his second pole in a row. Hi, how you doing? You're muted.
I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, well, starting on the pole position, another flying qualifying run for you here today in Pocono. What are you planning to use with it?
I plan to hopefully pull away. So that's gonna be a pretty hard task to do when there's like heavy draft at this track. Force the person at the back of the lines to get like the most draft, get the most run. Basically, you just gotta play a lot defensive. Hopefully sweep the stages as well, and hopefully get another win.
Yeah, of course, lots of draft, especially with a medium-sized field. Do you think you're gonna have to break that draft, and we might end up seeing a snake here?
Yeah, for sure. Anything to get another win and stay in that and hopefully climb up that chase points, them chase points.
All right then. Well, good luck. I hope that momentum from Chicago pays off for you, DB. Go ahead and rejoin
Yeah.
VC. Next up on our list of drivers to interview is the 74 of Chesko. He's not been the most active this season, but he's been trying to show up, and he's here today from Pocono, mid-pack qualifying position. Hi, how you doing?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright, definitely where I like to start. I never really like to start out from corner. Why are you? Sir.
Get
Anyway,
back to your car.
don't necessarily like starting in the front and the back, because generally people come behind you really quickly and, just death. But I'm expecting a lot of passing here. Definitely a pretty tricky track. In my opinion, it's shaped like a hash brown, but anyway. Definitely very tricky, not a Pokemon. Used to a lot of heavy braking. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this plays out and see if how many wrecks there's going to be here, because certainly be an interesting truck.
Alright then. Any questions for Chesko, ally?
No.
Alright then. Thank you for your time, Chesko.
Any question?
Go ahead and rejoin VC. Or do you want me to drag for you?
I can do it.
Okay. He's taking his sweet time. Sweet time. Alright, there he is. Alright, next up on the list of people to interview is the number 77 Gainbridge Chevy Camaro, featured on today's thumbnail. That's Savage. So, there's been a trend. Whenever I take the time to put this car on the thumbnail, he at least crosses the line in position number 1. So, I have to ask you, Savage, do you think you can win today?
Yeah, I think we can win today, and then everything will be great.
That's a phrase I've heard a lot from you in particular. So, not the best of qualifying, second to last in this field, but with the draft, I mean, do you think you'll be able to make those moves, move up pretty quickly, possibly even win stage 1?
Always have been able to move up the pack, hopefully get some good stage points that'll help our chase cause, and then everything will be great.
Alright, Ally, any questions?
No.
Alright then, thank you for your time, Savage. Go ahead and rejoin VC. And no interview for Vic, okay. Alright then, well, with all that out of the way, I suppose that there's not gonna end up being a flyover today. Didn't work out. It's fine. Season 5 is gonna have more set dates, so we shouldn't have this many issues in the future. Anyways, without any further ado, it's time for your command presented by first person to say what I just said in chat. Savage, alright. This is gonna be an interesting one. And now, for the command to start your engines from the Pocono Raceway on Long Pond, Pennsylvania, driver of the 77, team owner of Savage Motorsports, and one-time PRA winner, Savage.
Drivers, I'm playing with y'all. Y'all think I was gonna do that? Heck no.
Get out your car. I heard that. Alright. Keep going.
Drivers, start your engine, baby.
As everyone gets in their cars, we're ready for 80 laps of action. Stage 1 is 25. Here from the Pocono Mountains. This is gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and get to the safety of this pit box here with our co-commentator Ally. Beautiful view of the front stretch. And pace speed is going to be 90. We'll be single file until I say to get double file. Do we want to double check pace speed? I know people have been kind of recently about that. Do we want to double check pace speed? Not pace speed, pit speed. Nobody seems to just... I didn't say roll off. Alright then. So we're not going to be double checking pit speed. Cool. Alright then. Pace speed's going to be 90 miles an hour, single file until I say to get double. This is going to be a good one. Let's make it a good show, I guess. Start pacing. So, your starting lineup here from Pocono. We'll go ahead and turn down audio. I'll actually use the roof cam to see. Alright. Cool. So, your starting lineup from Pocono, as I think Napa's having controller problems. That doesn't matter, Core. You're fine. In row number 1, we have the 3 of DB, a chase contender. And then and then I think Napa would be there. Yeah, then Napa. In row number 2, you can do row 2.
In row 2, we have Real and
Chesco.
Chesco? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Chesco.
that's Chesco. In row number 3, subbing for Red until he can get here. He's on his way from something, I guess, because he's not home right now. That's the number 88 of Core. And to his outside is the 77 of Savage.
And running at the field today, I believe, yeah, is Vic in the 8.
Yeah, not the largest races, but less chaos. We're good with that. Napa, I believe, is on his way. Yes, he is. Napa, you'll be getting right behind right in front of Real behind DB.
Well, beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Pocono Raceway. Let's look at a recap of the last couple races. So, at Dover, that was the first race of the chase. Savage had the thing locked down until Vaughn, with a move coming to the white flag, takes the lead and steals the win. And then, and so you do
Yeah,
Magello.
and then after that, Magello, first road course race since NJMP way earlier in the season, and we saw Core all the way from the back of the pack, subbing for Napa with no practice. He swept the stages to win in Italy.
And then, of course, we have Chicagoland, the closest finish in PRA history. 0.026 seconds. DB, our pollster today, was the winner. And a photo finish with, look who's on the outside, Napa.
Yeah. Last race in this order. They crossed the line to finish, and we'll see what happens this time. What if it's reversed? We don't know. But anyway, getting ready to go green from Pocono. Change all laps, -1 is what I'll do. And then race mode. There we go. Getting ready to go green from Pocono. Go when you see green on the ticker. DB's gonna lead him off. Happy Father's Day weekend as we are underway from the tricky triangle, and a great jump for Real, but he's gonna back out as that was a jump, and DB leads us to the green. As out of turn number 3, we're going to see Core subbing for Red here from Pocono. He is going to lead lap number 1 in the Ode of Misery 200.
Now, down into turn 1. Core still leads, and you mentioned Core was subbing at Magello, and he won the race. After 3 wide, back for 3rd. Rio is clear of the number 8 car, and the 77, he gives a push to the 3, who goes to the inside into 2.
And DB making an aggressive move through turn 2. He's one of the best drivers I've seen through that corner this whole week leading up to this race. But Real in the 48, another contender. He's now fighting for P2. Core gets moved up the track sideways, but keeps it together. And Core all the way down the track.
You see the draft coming into effect. Here, it's Real gets shoved into the wall. You see the draft coming
And I
into
think
effect.
Napa just spun into pit road further back. Just go through, hit the limiter.
Savage apparently flipped, I guess.
Savage apparently also flipped into pits? I didn't see that. We're gonna keep it green for now, because I didn't see any of that.
The 3, now looking for a way back to the 88. Again, what I was gonna say is, sorry, excuse me. The draft is working. You could definitely see it. And you said Daytona levels of draft. So, the 3 still up front.
Whoa, and I think
but
that's Vic that almost just got sent down. Sorry to interrupt you. Oh boy.
You're getting some massive runs down these very long straightaways, which is the perfect move down to 1, which is what Core is doing. But he can't get it right there.
Thing about this is that it's going to keep the field a little more together. It's going to keep him in a train, but eventually we'll start to see this field spread out.
So, down into 2, the 88 to the inside of the 3, they make contact. The 48 hits the wall. Now, into turn 3, 88 will still be alongside the 3.
And look at Real now looking inside in that number 48 IR Motorsports machine. He's trying to make a move. I'm going to turn off a few names here. Oh boy, this racing's intense.
So back down to 1. The 88. Still trying to go for the position. Chesko, way down there. Tries to get it on the 48. They make contact. 3 wide. For a second.
And just look at that
It's
difference in speed from the 74. Is he going to try and do something? Yes, he is, to the inside of the 88.
Chesko gets
Into the wall! They're wrecking! One car out further back! What a save from Chesko! We'll keep it green!
Amazing save. Core. Now up front. He seems to be prioritizing entry. That's where the most wrecks seem to be happening here. Now, everybody, they're snaking here. Maybe trying to break the draft.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen with the draft we see here. And there it is, down the front straightaway, the first instance of that trying to break the draft. Core trying to block DB there. That's not trying to break the draft. DB's close enough. He's trying to block that 3's run. And it looks like Core was able to do it that time. But how long is he going to be able to hold off this hard charge in 3?
I don't know. I mean, anything could happen. You're these 4 cars.
Whoa!
Side.
He made
Way
it
in the back.
work! 4 wide!
4 wide up the 4.
And
Real?
look at Real! This is some crazy racing so far.
There goes Chesko.
And Chesko!
Hitting. 3 wide. For 2. DB for the lead. He's not gonna get there.
Now this field, this race is more spread out. Did we say all 4? Huh? What? Turn 4?
What turn 4? Okay. There's usually 4 turns. You can't blame me.
I don't know if it was me or you, but whatever. As Real in the lead. Okay, Core back out for that.
So Core, looking to take the lead. He backs out, as he was told. Now Real way down into the paint. Here. As back down into 1 we go. Core now tries to go for the switch. He does it.
An aggressive move from that 88. He manages to make it work. We still have 3 cars under a blanket in Pocono. Stage 1, keep in mind, that ends lap 25! Sideways, almost upside down, that's the 3! What a save from DB, down into turn 3.
So, here comes the 88 car, off of turn 3, and so, and the 48 comes down the front stretch. He tries to go to the inside. They're gonna get down into the paint a lot here at Pocono, because that's a really good way to break the draft or block, and it's a really good move for other guys. The 48 into the back of the 88, he goes to the inside. He might make it work.
Real's trying to make it work. He's to the quarter panel. He's gonna have him through turn 2. If Real can make it stick.
Down into 2, he makes it work. Gets a bump from the 88, hits it to the wall.
Doesn't spin that time though. But that 88's still hard charging. Right now, these 3 still fighting for a win. Real has been winless since the Daytona 150. He wants this win. Core, subbing for Red, he wants to put Red in the best spot possible.
Okay, well, you have to hold your horses there. It's lap 10 of 80. We are nearly an eighth of the way through the race. A bunch of stuff can still happen here at the Tricky Triangle we call Pocono.
I wasn't predicting anything. Just saying. But alright. As Real continues to lead.
So, down the straightaway. One of the backstretch is Real takes them into 3, and now the 3, the actual 3, instead of turn 3, I don't know what I'm talking about. On the inside of the 88, he's not gonna make it work there. We got a lapper.
Lapped cars coming up.
You expect this to be Napa or Savage?
I'm not
They
fully
were the
sure.
first
I think it's
to
Napa coming up, yeah.
You lost the draft, obviously, because of that wreck.
Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. Lapped car interference could possibly come into play here from Pocono. We see a Real in the 48 continue to lead. He has a decent gap between these other two, but they're still within striking distance as Core looks to the inside of the 3, gonna take that spot with not too much protest. Top 3 positions stay the same from the last lap as we see Savage hitting pit road. I wonder if I think I know what he's doing. He wants to go all the way to the end of the stage now. Finish this pit stop, get it over with.
The 88 and the 3 in a hard battle. Now the 3 tries to go to the inside again. It's mostly DB trying to get the best of the 88, trying to get the position there, but he isn't seeming to really be profiting off of that. So the 88's going for the 48 now. He has his draft.
DB kind of starting to fall back a little bit, but we're seeing Core and Real now getting involved in a battle. I wonder if this is going to help the 3 to catch back up. Core with the lead, but Real, I think, has the run. Gonna push the 88. IR Motorsports teammates currently 1-2 in Pocono.
So, side by side, off a 2 they go. I mean, the 3 and the 48 side by side.
Whoa!
Big slide.
Manages to save it. Oh, man.
So, through 2. Core takes it, and he has the lead. He's pretty far away with the lead right now.
Yeah. This top 3, they can still battle, but they're starting to get a little more strung out. We'll see if it bunches back up again or if it stays strung out. Right now,
So?
Karinga in the 88 putting on is right now putting his team driver in a good spot.
Back
And an
down to
update
1.
on Red. Right now, we're looking at possibly 30-40 minutes before he's here. That's still time before SRU starts, and Core wants to make SRU, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
So, if it's 30-40 minutes, we'd say his plane, Red's plane, is about just over in Maryland right now.
Of course, we don't
So.
quite know what's going to happen, though. That could change, but as of right now, that's what we're looking at. As here in TV2, just listening to those flybys, so powerful. Look at Real trying to make the move. Look at the draft still at play, even with a strung out field like this. And Real's gonna make the pass for the lead on the 88. Core needs to make up all that work again now. I've noticed they're kind of able to lead for short stretches, and then that's it. Maybe 2-3 laps before the other 2 catch back up, make that pass. That's been the pattern so far for this top 3.
Here comes Napa. He's a lap car. He could end up at the very end of this draft train, or it can end up at the very start.
I think that... And I'm wondering if Napa's gonna help DB here. Kind of pull away from these other 2, these IR Motorsports cars.
Napa, definitely. I think he can gradually regain the draft because he was definitely really off of the draft when he was a lap car because he obviously has nobody else to draft with. So DB off the corner has a pretty big gap to red. The core.
DB, I want you to watch the wall use, please. Yeah, but look at these other two cars. They were just bump drafting. And we're going to see that being used a few times today. A few cars going to get linked up, going to try and bump draft. But Napa
I
is
think
on
the
the brink
one
of being lapped.
I believe the one has pretty much adjusted to the draft now.
Napa's going to let these leaders by, but he can help him and keep himself in a good spot with this draft now. He can kind of stay with these leaders using this draft. And maybe at the end of the stage, he can put himself back on that lead lap so that he doesn't need to make the choice between... So he doesn't have to make that choice if it comes to that.
We might be close on field the stage.
Conservation could be huge. Right now in the conservation battle, it looks like Real is in the best spot of this top 3.
So, the 88 on the inside of 3. Now down into 2. They go. The 88 clears. Yeah, way clears. The 3 of DB. Down to everyone start using their names. We're down into 3.
DB
in the
wants
grass.
to use that bumper. He's going to make it work. Oh, they both got in the wall. They're leaning on each other a bit too much, beating and banging. If that was the finish, that would be insane. And that would have been the new closest.
Napa. Now. Working with Rio, it seems. It's beneficiary for him.
Yeah, as we see this top 4 all together right now. Sideways core! He saves it! But he's going to lose a lot of track time from that one.
It's where Real steps in. Oh, they fell off the curb.
Did he just... What just happened with DB? Did he hit the curb?
Yeah, he hopped the curb in 3.
We have seen that curb be problematic all week long, and it just struck the 3 for the first time today, I believe. And now we see Core in the 88. Well, I've noticed these top 3 seem to be battling a little more now with this interference from the one car, but it's not hazardous interference, so it's perfectly legal.
48 and the 88 bump drafting down that
And
straightaway down.
DB is coming into pit. As
Guys,
is
we
Real,
go back.
as is Core. The entire top 3 is coming in here. Let's
for
watch this
Napa.
on Blimp Cam. Ooh, they
So
are
if they
gonna
come down
be
to pit road now-
close.
Oh,
Ooh, that's gonna be close. I'm gonna quickly make it so it doesn't capture cursor. There we go.
For some reason it says core's going 180 on the telemetry. Something just messed up there.
Just re-click on him. That should fix it.
So as we head down to pit road. Core says the car is perfect. We don't need to change anything. There's 4 tires and fuel for the number 88 car.
As we see this top 3 head out, and it's a great pit stop for DB. Red and Real with an alright stops as well. Not Red, Core, my bad. But Core actually, Core and DB capitalized a lot on that pit stop. Real lost that. He lost a bit from that.
DB now the leader after his curb hop in 30.
And we're still seeing people like Napa actually came into pit as well. I think he pit with these leaders, and he's already almost spinning himself out. And we see after after the top 3 pit, Vic got circled to the lead. Now he's coming into pit in this number 8. An update on him.
Everything should cycle out perfectly for Core and DB. as they head
Vic now
one.
exits his pit box, gonna head back out onto the track. As
Wait,
now
is that-
we look back at DB and Gore.
Is Vic still the leader, or
Vic
No.
is no longer the leader. It's
Oh,
back to these
okay.
top three.
so?
And this
DB,
first stage
right?
is gonna actually go all green. Stage ends lap 25.
Well, for a place named the Tricky Triangle, Triangle has been tricky today. Many incidents. Apparently, Savage flipping on pit road. Napa with a spin. And then you obviously have DB's curb hop. Well, you have some incredible battling here with the draft.
Yeah. Of course, I do wonder if I added just a bit too much draft. But it's putting on a show, so. And Napa just went AFK to use the restroom. He's pretty much just screwed himself.
Is he on pit road?
Yeah. He's gonna need a lot of cautions to recover from this one.
Core seems to be in control of the lead. Now with 2 laps to go in stage number 1.
Yeah,
means
but
the field's
DB's
getting
fighting
different.
hard. Right now, it's looking like, yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed now. This top 3 is gonna get stage 1. Unless something catastrophic happens to one of them and Vic steals one of their spots.
Real. And a big slide from the 3. Now Real has lost the draft. So it's going to be a battle with the top 2. DB and Core. Off of 4,
As
white flag
Core
in
to
stage.
the inside. White flag in stage number 1 for the 88. Can he hold on?
They head into 1. DB now seems to be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, and we hear
Here.
on communications DB and Core a small argument there between, I think there was some sending. DB a little frustrated with Core. Core's just like, hey, you did it to me first, lapped car, that's Savage, gonna get in Core's way. Maybe. He's gonna give the bumper to the back of the 88. And we see DB sideways further back. Real steals the spot. And Core wins stage number 1 from Pocono. Pace 90, Core.
Great stage finish there. The 3 is having issues with sliding. He's been doing that all day long.
Think DB tried to drive it in, didn't quite make it work. Stage number 1 officially to Core, and then Real, and then DB, your top 3. Gonna take a
can we get-
picture. Just a second. Yeah, there we go.
Do we have some sort of a red update?
We do not. Stage 1, very eventful. It went green the whole way. Alright then, there we go. Got stage number 1. Pits are currently closed. We're waiting on people to catch up. Savage got his lap back, but he was the lucky dog, so that's fine.
I believe every car except Napa will be on the lead lap on the restart.
Yes. Alright, pits are open this time. Let's go ahead and interview. Let's go ahead and interview first person to say E. Okay, Savage. This one's gonna be interesting. Alright. Hey Savage, it's Crimson and Core in the PRA booth, you got us?
Or what the frick?
I saw Core on the thing! Ally!
And just got shoved in the grass a couple times, hit the wall, spun out of 3 and flipped into pits. I have a clip of that. That was a brutal wreck.
Yeah, so eventful, but you ended up sitting in the back most of the stage, got into a rhythm, hopefully. And you're gonna be on the tail end of the lead lap. How do you plan on coming back for stage 2?
Just work my way up through the field. I won't have as many people shoving me in the dirt this time, hopefully. And I figured out how to not hit that turn 3 wall and fly into pits again.
Alright, so most people stay out. Well, good luck. No, most people go in. Oh my god. Well, good luck, Savage, and hope you can turn your day around.
Yep, thank you.
I can't believe I'm actually Core. So, Real stays out. Here on the caution. Everybody else comes in. To pit road.
Yeah, Real making the decision to stay out, really interesting. I wonder if that'll help him in the long run, because he'll be pitting at a different time. He'll get some time by himself. I think that might actually help this 48 in stage 2 to possibly win the stage. As everyone exits pits, gonna come back to line up. Goodness gracious, Nappa takes his sweet time. Why does Nappa take so I don't even know. You're like, BRB, you gotta use the restroom, and then sits there for 20 minutes.
Correction, 20 hours.
Alright then, well, we're gonna be going GTT, and I saw that. I don't want to see it again. Green this time. Leader has control over the restart. He can go anytime in the restart zone, not before. Nobody can go before him. They will be sent to the back. Or actually, no, they'll be given a drive-through. I bet. We are underway. Nappa, since you pretty much came back at time of caution, you'll be given your laps back. You'll just be 1 lap down, since I think that's where you were before. And you're able to pit if you want. But Real led us to the green flag. We're back underway. And already moves being made. Corn the 88. Whoa!
Real.
That was almost
4
disastrous.
is the leader. There goes the 3.
As
The 8
almost
and the
reckoned further
74
back.
contract.
DB leads lap 29.
Is back down into 1. The 88 and the 3, they were close to each other. The 48 closed up in that corner.
Nappa, a left car. Hopefully he'll be able to turn his day around after this set of pits and caution and everything. He'll be able to start working to turn his day around.
There's big contact between the 88 and the 3. Beating and banging.
There we go. As we see DB all the way down the track trying to break the draft. Nobody followed him because everyone else is up top. Surprising Core didn't try to follow him because that draft is useful to the 88 as well.
They head down the first of 2 back straightaways at this track.
No, there's the backstretch and then the short shoot.
Oh. I'm not. They're both back straights. But... Okay.
This is the short
Off
shoot.
of 2. Into 3. DB with the lead. Your pole sitter. As there is a ton of stuff hitting on back there. 3 wide for 3rd.
Real right now does not want to be getting held back by these guys. So the pit stop difference that he's probably going to have over the rest of the top 3 from stage 1, that might be useful for him.
Nothing much to say here. Could we do like a crank it up?
Alright, do crank it up.
Sure.
Alright then, well, we're gonna have a quick crank it up. So go ahead and enjoy. There's a few laps, just the cars on track.
Oh! The 88's upside down!
And sorry to interrupt, but a car upside down caution is out. That was the race back. Pace 90 single file.
I don't think we're doing crank it up anymore, guys.
We'll try and make that up in the next green flag run, shall we?
On the restart,
We'll
sure.
go ahead and do it right on the restart. But pace 90, order of ticker, that was your race back, so
Or
let's not be trying to
stranded
wreck each
upside
other.
down.
And let me fling Core so he can get back going. But Core, I think he hit the pit wall, flipped over. That was a driver's side impact into the pit wall. Okay, yeah, he's dead. We're waiting on everyone to catch up. Pits are closed.
Core is doing his best Minecraft impression as a zombie.
Okay, well, what a way to end that crank it up.
Think
Pits
we
are
can,
closed. I said closed. You gotta listen. DB and Savage,
think
that's a
we-
TTB of the lead lap.
I think we found out how Savage slept earlier.
I said closed. I know it that time. I know I said closed that time.
The 3 pits anyways.
He's still TTB of the lead lap. Well, actually, he'll be TTB totally because Napa gets a drive-through, not a drive-through, a pass. He gets the wave around once pits open.
Yes, a drive-through penalty.
Can you guys pace in the frickin'? Thank you. Alright, so Savage and DB will be TTB. Pits are now open. And Napa can get his wave around and pit.
Looks like the slide has struck another driver.
Yeah, so Napa, you can come into pit, then get your wave around, and we'll be ready to go green afterwards.
So they'll head down into pits.
Pits are now actually
Real-
open. Savage.
Real says he
Okay. I do not know what happened there. Yes, you can pit Napa because you're getting the lucky dog. I don't know why I said wave around. You're the lucky dog.
So Real coming into pit road. Now he says it's a bit tight. He might need an air pressure adjustment on that. And that's all he's asking for. 4 tires and fuel, as always, for every stop. To avoid Napa makes his stop a little slower.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Real wins the race off of pit road in commanding fashion.
So they will catch up to DB, but he does have it to the back.
Yeah, DB
TTB.
does have a TTB, so Real will be leading the field to the green flag, and then number 48, Geico Chevy Camaro.
They can a near miss on the 48.
Napa, you can get your lucky dog. Go around. Savage and DB serving their TTBs. Chesco, this is your final warning. Stop it. I have given that warning before, and I'm gonna give it again. There's no retaliation under pacing. It disrupts the flow of pacing, elongates cautions, and causes issues.
Right down the front straight away.
Core, an update. We're gonna try and finish stage 2, I guess, so try and finish that, and then you can head out. Red isn't able to show. He just got like 80 million more things to do, so. We're just waiting on DB to catch up. He's currently doing his lucky dog wave around.
Alright, so I kind of mentioned the fundraisers that we have for the.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and mention the fundraisers.
So, we have fundraisers for the American Cancer Society, and I'm just gonna say Epilepsy Foundation. I'm not quite sure if there's anything else in
It's
that.
the Epilepsy Foundation of America.
Epilepsy Foundation of America. I believe they might be linked in the description.
Yes, they are. They are linked
Alright.
in the description.
So you can go donate to the American Cancer Society and Epilepsy Foundation of America if you
They're
wish
not
to do
set up.
so.
Yeah. GNT because y'all aren't getting set up. Core, it is currently 7:44 Eastern, and SRU starts at 8:15 Eastern. So you should have time to finish stage 2 and then leave. Alright. Green this time. Real will be controlling us to the restart.
If you haven't noticed, we do have the American Cancer Society and Epilepsy Foundation of America in the paint down here at Pocono. So it's a nice gesture.
Of course, any donation is appreciated. Donate whatever you have. It's of course not forced, but want to support and help those in need.
So, back to racing cars on Roblox. Real leads coming to the restart with Vic behind him and the 88 of Core, who will be leaving for Red at the end of stage 2.
Red unfortunately unable to show.
What?
So Core will finish stage 2 for him and then park it in that number 88. Anyways, coming to the green flag, Real controls. You jump, I will give you a drive-through. Do not go before that 48. Here we go, coming to the green flag in Pocono. We're back underway.
As we go to crank it up. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, another flip! You are kidding! Caution is out, race back! And Real spins!
Are you kidding me? Did you not want us to do crank it up? it was
gods
Savage
are
who flipped Corey.
saying no. Savage hit. He just flipped. We're just not allowed to do crank it up. Alright, so that was the race back, pace 90.
I guess we're gonna have to crank it up for a lap on the next restart.
Yeah, we'll have another attempt.
Seems like Savage is into Star Fox. Apparently, someone told him, do a barrel roll.
You have 25-ish minutes, Core. Alright, pits are open.
We got like half a lap done, so when we get to the short shoot on the next lap, we'll
I don't know, we'll just
return
go
for
we'll just
crank it
go
up.
green. We'll just go green on the Alright, it is gonna be a GTT.
We're nearly halfway through the race here.
Yeah. We're gonna be going green on halfway. So
So,
Core is gonna lead the halfway lap for red. This is gonna be a great point stay for the 88.
unless somehow someone gets to the inside, which I feel like that would be a jump.
Yeah, it'll be a jump and halfway will still go to Core. Yeah, it is gonna be a green this time. Oh boy. We're just gonna go right to crank it up on the restart.
For, I guess, a whole lap, we'll try to make it.
No, we'll go until we'll go a few laps because the promised time was a few laps, and it just
Yeah.
didn't ever work out. So
So if we get another flip,
if we got another flip during freaking crank it up, then we're just not allowed to do crank it up this race.
well, we're heading into turn 3. Here in Pocono, the race where the cars don't want to stay on the ground. We're gonna go back green. I'm gonna crank it up. With the DB spinning. Okay, back to crank it up. Nope, never mind. We're back under caution.
Because DB just screwed everything up. Can you stop swerving around? I don't know what is up with you guys, but you guys are stalling the restart and being
Corners
childish.
get halfway.
Core just got halfway. We're going to be going green this time. GTT. Let's not be hitting the curb under pacing, and let's not be swerving into each other, or breaking each other, or slamming each other. Nothing. Okay? Thank you.
Restart with 9 to go on the stage. I say we do crank it up for like 4 or so laps.
We'll do crank it up until we'll have a nice like longer length crank it up, I guess.
Compensate.
Yeah. To compensate for all the interruptions, we'll have a longer crank it up than usual.
We had done long back straightaway. Throw 2 and onto the short shoot. I'm gonna say this again because I was interrupted the first time by DB. Kind of. Pocono. Tricky triangle, the race where the cars don't want to stay on the ground. And there's been at least 4 cases of error this race. 5, actually.
Yep. Anyways, we're not going to call this restart. You're going to be able to just listen to these cars rev up, and you're going to get to listen to a nice few laps of just the cars here from Pocono. This is Crank It Up.
Oh.
As welcome back from Crank It Up in the Pocono Raceway, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Lots of beating and banging. And one car went around further back. That was the 48 of Real. He's now fallen out of the draft here in the tricky triangle. Vic in the 8 is currently fighting for the lead along with Savage and Core. And now we're down onto the back straightaway.
5 laps to go here in the stage. I would say more like 4.5. As
Chesko and
Just
DB
welcome
to the back of this group for corner cutting.
just thought about Savage's flips twice in this race.
Chesko,
So-
I'm still waiting on that TTB.
Oh, we got 2 cars spinning! Oh!
Oh my goodness, and
Okay.
what just happened? Another flip! Caution's out, that was race back, pace 90!
Oh my goodness! Real saying hi!
Set
Oh my
grav, core
goodness.
negative 60, set grav,
Oh, these
and then
Oh,
set
set-
grav, core 0. Let's see, does that
Oh
work?
my
Does that
God.
fix it? Yes, it
Again.
does! Okay!
we like literally doing the double digits on amounts of times the cars have gotten air.
Oh my goodness! Right as we come back from let's crank it up at least. So, okay,
We gotta think up in.
we gotta crank it up in.
The core seems to be fuming.
Oh boy, pits are gonna be open this time. Well, oh boy.
The Pocono crank it up curse. Literally what is happening right now.
We've not had
Savage.
this kind of issue at any other track with crank it up.
We need to put like a couple mattresses or something on the end of pit road. So start a pit road.
Doesn't seem like anyone
stop.
plans on coming in, so we'll be going green with, I think, yeah, we'll be going green, yeah, GTT, we're going to be going green onto lap 49, so it's going to be a 2-lap shootout for stage number 2. This is going to get intense.
Core wasn't on the pit wall, he was in the pit wall. Oh my goodness.
And
Who's
more
gonna-
frustrations
more-
between Real and Vic. Oh boy,
Who's gonna have
everyone's
more-
getting mad at each other.
Alright guys, who's gonna have more flips today? I feel like it's gonna be Savage because
There's gonna be more. I
if
have
there is more right.
I don't know who. Probably Savage, because Core's about to leave. Once stage 2 ends, he's gonna be
Can I
parking it.
stop having fatal crashes?
Anyway. Now,
We could, like, a-
we're coming towards the green flag. Leader has control over the restart. Stop swerving, guys. Just get in line, get ready. No jumping, I will give you a drive-through for jumping. Please no sending, no corner cutting, no wall use, please and thank you. We're gonna be going green this time. Yeah, cool. Napa has control, not Core.
Okay.
Here we go, coming to the green in Pocono, 2-lap shootout for stage 2. We're back underway. Napa goes right at the start of the restart zone, which everyone was predicting, and we are almost 3 wide. I think we are 3 wide for the race lead.
Down into 1, 3 wide for the lead. Savage nearly hooks Napa. I think a 4 wide in 1.
Everyone, a very intense restart, and that leads to a very familiar sight as DB and Napa are currently fighting for the lead.
Core down in 3rd after dying twice. Now, then Real in 4th. Napa falls back.
As DB is gonna lead him to the white flag in stage number 2 from the Pocono Mountains.
Now, they head down the front straightaway, the long front straightaway. Core is gonna try to look for any chance he can to get around the 3, and he's gonna do it on the 1.
DB needs to be able to come back here. It's gonna
Fixing
be
the wall back there.
interesting. Watch Real in this 48. Down
Watch
the
the pit wall.
long pond straightaway. Into turn 2. Watch DB. Is he gonna do something for this stage, or is Core gonna sweep the stages?
Oh, they got the 3 setting it on the inside.
DB! No. That was just more corner cutting. Thank you for not first conceding the position.
Down the front stretch, 3 wide to the line.
Core
third.
wins stage 2. That's a caution. Pace 90. You literally
So
went
Core's
fully.
going
Oh
all
my
the way up.
god! You
Guys,
DB,
something
you
for air,
literally went
guys.
fully into the. Yeah, go ahead and leave now, Core. You can park it. Delete your car.
Core is
Yep.
gone. Adios, he says.
It doesn't matter, DB. You went fully into the grass.
Oh my goodness.
You can't go fully into the grass.
So now we know how Savage flipped the second time. As Real demonstrates.
They're not stupid. I said you can go on the apron, not you can go in the grass. And you flat out went in the grass and got underneath and passed Core. That was 4 tires, Savage. Pits are open.
Is DB gonna get a penalty or?
DB conceded the position after corner cutting, so no.
Oh. Everybody comes into pit road.
Everybody. Okay, this is gonna be busy. Go ahead and give us your pit report.
Also, Nick, who is in second, maybe. I don't know where he actually is, but right now he's in second. Teammate of DB. He says the car can do some real working on. He's gonna change tire pressures, a lot of air pressure adjustments, and they're working on pit road.
Yeah, and then look at Napa. Really bad entrance, but that one car, he's been looking slow. He needs some sort of adjustment. Says the car's a little too tight, so gonna lower that wedge on the one car. Try and get back out there.
I think Napa may have been mad at the 48. No, he's talking about Chesco, so that maybe. We don't know what really went on there. But DB's here we are down to 5 cars.
No, 6.
6. Oh. Napa's still there. Is Red going to make an appearance, or is the 88 parked?
I said he can't show. He isn't
Okay,
able to.
Hear that.
Gonna be going green this time. DB has control. This is gonna be an interesting green flag for the final stage. The final, the 29, almost 28 laps. From the Pocono Mountains. Full tanks of gas. We're ready to get going.
Let's go to crank it in. No, I'm just kidding. These guys don't want to flip again.
Yeah, alright, here we go. DB has control of the restart. And we're back underway from Pocono.
Everybody in an orderly fashion, a single file line. Now Real steps out to the inside of Vic. He will clear him. Vic tucks in ahead of Chesco. Now Napa seems to be a bit slow and off the pace, maybe just a bad restart. His head down the back to the long pond straight.
As we see Savage making that pass for the lead through turn 2. Turn 2 is a real passing zone, but as are these straights. DB in the 3, challenging the 77, and that's going to be the number 3 JBL Chevy Camaro to the point once again in Pocono.
You gotta watch every single time off a 3. A lot of flips here have been, you just get loose off a 3 and then you head down into the pit wall. That's definitely something to watch, is try not to hit the wall there.
Yeah, and looking mid-pack here. 74. Whoa, boy.
3 wide back there for third, as Chesko is gonna take the position down into 2. DB
Yeah.
has a pretty big lead there. Down
Jeez,
to
if that gap is gonna be closed up again, what's happening?
I would
DB,
think.
watch the wall. As is, I think, Savage and Chesko. I don't quite know.
Savage now closed back up to DB. They, as long as one person has another person's draft, you can make big gains here. And Savage, no, he doesn't fall back.
Yeah. As we see DB almost, I think, he had almost a 10th last time. Depending on how turn 3 goes, that gap may grow. Or is Savage gonna make a move? This 77's been so controversial throughout the chase, but he's having a nice, clean race so far today. He's not gotten himself involved in trouble, and now he's running P2 in Pocono, and sideways further back, Napa in the 1, still sideways down the front stretch. What a save! Oh, that's gonna hurt him though.
I mean, it saved him from sudden death, so I don't really see the problem there. As they come off a 1, now DB still leads.
Watch the wall, please, Real. As Vic in the 8. Making a move on this 48. 3 wide, almost in the back of the pack. But look at DB and Savage. The battle heating up once again. Savage gonna put his bumper to the back of him. Move him up. The 77's there. And Savage is your new leader in Pocono.
Clean up a 3. Chesko looking for the move on DB. As Savage now in front of your single file throughout the pack. As we have 2 packs. You're both third cars.
As Savage continues to lead here in Pocono.
As we head off of turn number 2. The 3 to the inside of the 77. They make a little contact down the straightaway. Chesko nearly pushing a 3 into 3.
Yeah, now one thing I'm gonna say, I've noticed a lot of comers and goers, but the only consistent guy up front has been this 3 of DB. He practiced a lot, he was very fast, won the pole. I think that this 3 could do something later in this race. But of course, we still have more than 20 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Napa has now caught up to the 74 of Chesko. And now, the 77. I said 77, it just got in 74. If I said 77. 3-1 for the lead!
Whoa! And sideways again, Napa, what a save! And now he's fighting for the race lead.
Napa does get air, by the way.
Whoa!
Drill. Should be fine off the corner.
Another save from that 48. And now we see DB in the 3, leading in Pocono. Once again.
There's a reason it's called the Misery 200.
These guys
12
keep
counts of
sliding, getting in the air. Oh boy.
3 wide off of 2. Off of 1.
Look at that 3.
So.
Get the 77 to his inside. Side by side down the short chute. Can Savage get this lead and possibly take it for good? Or is DB going to continue trying to challenge him? 2 chase get that. Whoa! And Vic around. I think he sent it in. Got sideways. No caution. It's a 1 car. and the field got by nice and quick. Oh, man.
One more lap. So 20 to go here in Pocono.
And that rhymed. And we're seeing these top two continuing to fight for this lead. They're constantly making moves. This isn't ending. I think these two are so similar on pace. We're not gonna see one guy run away.
I mean, they have each other's draft, so it doesn't seem like that would happen. Let's look at the wall here. We're good off of 3. Down the front straightaway. Savage side by side with DB. And they go into 1, and Savage gets the lead.
And watching this 3. Just look how close they are down the straights every time.
A lot of opportunities for moves with the draft here in Pocono. The 77 gets loose.
He put the bumper to the 3 so hard. Oh boy.
The tricky triangle continues to be tricky. 20 laps to go, coming to 19.
19 laps to go in Long Pond, Pennsylvania, as DB in the 3 has found a 3/10, almost 4/10 lead to the 77, and then 7/10 from DB to Chesko, Real and Napa all outside of a second. Vic somehow almost 17 seconds back now.
And DB is contending for most popular driver. Earlier, when I checked, it was a tie between him as well as Napa, and there goes Chesko.
You're getting a talking to post-race, by the way, Ally. So please don't leave.
What?
You just did a thing. Anyway. DB and Savage continue to fight for the lead. And I'm guessing Vic just spun again. Oh boy, these top two, one starts getting away, you think, oh, he's gonna start running away now. He's gonna pull from this field, and then everyone starts reeling him in.
They head through turn 2. Check every time. They come off a 2. Savage to the outside. He's not gonna get there.
And that 77. I feel like if he could get ahead of DB and stay there for a bit, he can build a rhythm, maybe keep that lead, block a little bit. But that just hasn't been going his way so far.
Savage, I'm pretty sure you already said this. Savage, he keeps coming back. And it seems like DB always ends up in front. But, I mean, a lot of crossover moves are happening here, so it could still be anyone's race.
Yeah, and we see once again the field a little strung out in a train. And we had a poll earlier. It had two whole votes because people don't ever check the stream before it's live. But 50% thought it would be strung out like an intermediate, 50% thought train, and I believe we just saw Savage spin.
Yes. Saves it, so no caution.
Real trying to make a move on that 74. Let's take a look at him real quick. This Geico car, he won the Daytona 150, such a promising start, and then bad luck after bad luck, race after race, and it just never quite went his way. He most of the time was putting himself in the perfect position, but never quite could get it done. Right now,
oh, and sideways up front, that's DB in the 3. Horrible news for that number 3 JBL Camaro. He was just leading. And that's gonna hand the lead to Chesko in the 74 with Real right behind in the 48.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound against Jesco here. I don't think anybody really saw him leading here today, and kind of an underdog here
Vic,
in Pocono.
stop wall riding. I watched you wall ride turn 3. If I start seeing you wall ride again, you're gonna be parked. I don't care even if we're gonna have 5 cars, you will be parked.
So,
As we're seeing, Napa, we're not hearing any names, but he's repeatedly saying trash in chat. I wonder what that's about in this number 1.
off of 3 to go. Jesco still leads at the 3 and the 4 to 8. And they were part of the top 3 earlier in stage 1. And they're the only 2 remaining from that top 3 as Red had to leave. It looked like they were going to be the dominant cars on the day, but DB ended up really the only one out front for most of the race so far after Red left, obviously.
Yeah, and
Or not
sideways
right.
up front, Jesco in the 74! It's just a few laps, and then whoever's up front gets sideways. And sideways again! And that's gonna hand the lead back to DB. He collects Savage, though, cautions out. This is the race back. And DB is gonna win the race back in Pocono pace 90. Oh my goodness. Oh
Definitely
man.
Definitely heartbreak for Jesco there.
Jesco spun not only once, but twice. And now we're set up for, I think, 10 to go, 9 to go when we get back green. And I believe right now, this is set up to be on pace with 1 or 2 other Pocono races. So I think right now this is going to be one of the quicker Pocono races. It's been going pretty quick.
Has only been about an hour.
Yeah, pit's open. It's been an hour and 24 minutes since we've gone live. Of course, rounded. I'm not counting seconds.
I won't be surprised if cautions start to breathe cautions again here on a late race restart.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting. Who's coming in? Pits are open. Here from Pocono. I think some guys are gonna come in. They're not quite sure they can make it. I don't think really anyone can make it. So the whole field here gonna come into pit road. Led by DB. I thank you guys for not passing under caution into pit road because that is illegal.
So,
Everyone
like
in the pits.
so we're going to be pit reporting one last time. DB says the car is near perfect here. Just needs a little air pressure adjustment here to try to get the thing up to 100% here. DB wins the race up pit road than Napa, I think.
Yep. As the field comes out, it's going to be green this time. DB will have control of the restart. Anyone that jumps will be given a drive-through penalty. You cannot go before him. He can go anytime in the restart zone. Normal stuff like that.
So when we hit the restart, it will be 11 to go here in Pocono. Who's really proven to be Pocono today.
Indeed. And the 3, he has 2 wins. Napa, I believe, has 2 wins. Real has 1. That's your top 3. So, of course, your favorites, if you're looking at win count, are the 1 and 3. But everyone's bunched up, so they have chances. And then, of course, there's Real, still looking for his 2nd this season.
Napa seems to be a little aggravated with the 3. He could be.
And DB gets on the curb again. You're kidding. Alright, green next time. Keep off the curb when pacing.
For a second there, it did look like DB was doing his best Kyle Busch impression, going backwards, technically, kind of,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't really know.
Right, it's GTT this time, for sure. Okay. Please, guys, keep off of that freaking curb in turn 3.
So now we have a 10 to go restart here in Pocono.
My bad, Jessica. Didn't see that. Oh. Watch in the future.
Alright, so we're going to be going green, 10 laps to go in the Pocono Raceway. DB, of course, your control car for this single file restart.
Oh, this is gonna get wild.
About an hour 30 since the stream has started. And it's time for the most important part of the race. The last 10 laps.
Yeah. It's go time. No more laying back. And Napa nearly just killed the field. But we're good. Here we go! Coming to the green flag in Pocono! And we're back on the loud pedal from the tricky triangle.
They're gonna head down into 1. Real nearly to the inside of the 3. It was close there. Napa on the inside of Real. Now Vic gains the position on Chesko. Savage on the inside of Real back there.
Lots of pushing further back. Is Napa going to try and make a move? To the outside. Real to the inside of the 1. To the inside of the 3. Real's now fighting for the race lead in Pocono.
Chesko slides back in the pack, saves a no caution. Here we go. Down through 3 on the curb is the 3. Something could happen. Nope, nothing happens.
That curb, you really don't want to be touching it, but these drivers, they're touching it because it's faster. It's risky, but it's faster.
The curb really risky on entry. Sometimes you put your tires down below there before you get to the actual curb, and then you hop, get loose, and go around there.
Definitely. Down the back straight away. Right now, that's DB in the 3, currently leading in the tricky triangle. Can Real do something? Real, he gains through the tunnel turn, I think. For IR Motorsports, he's the lone driver in the field now for this team.
The Napa to the inside of Real. Savage gonna try to go
Whoa!
for the race, but there goes
They keep it together, we stay green.
Sorry for my braggers there. Got a bit overexcited. Now, as DB, off of 1, still the leader, but it only takes, it only takes about half a lap for everything to change here, and that's what we expect to happen here in Pocono, down to 2.
Yeah, and look at Savage in the 77 to the inside of the 3. Once again, trying to make a move on DB. Down into turn 3. That Gainbridge Chevy Camaro finds itself back in the lead. Late race in Pocono. Watch the wall, Real. Watch the wall, DB. I don't know who hit the wall further back, but watch the wall too.
Back down into 1. DB gets the bumper to the 77. 48 on the inside. He's gonna back out there.
Interesting how Real's backing out. Most drivers don't back out late race, and we're seeing that.
Grass.
Whoa! And DB made that stick. He got absolutely punted and put it right in the back of the 77. They both made it stick. Goodness.
Wait, see Vic
6
behind
to go.
DB. Vic is DB's teammate, would absolutely help him.
Vic's
Past
not
Savage
only his
here.
teammate, Vic is also his team owner.
Double fly off with 1. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Alpha 1. DB back to the lead here in Pocono.
And watch this 77 just planted in the back bumper of the 3. He's waiting for the perfect chance to strike. Coming to 5 to go from the tricky triangle. No caution yet. This might be a green flag run. I probably jinxed it. Here we go. 5 laps to go in Pocono.
Could we see a finish similar to last race at Chicagoland, where in this case the 77 sends it on the 3, and it's a photo finish to the line.
I don't know if there's gonna be a send of that magnitude, especially with how much easier it seems to spin here. I think if there is a photo finish, it's gonna be a completely fair and square, non-controversial photo finish.
They head down the short stretch into 3. DB still leads as Vic I was gonna say Vic absolutely sends it on the 77, but I'm not sure that's quite what happened.
Looks like he backed out if he did. 4 laps to go.
Back down into 1. DB seems kind of relaxed. You're not really out driving himself. But there's a raging pack behind him. They all want to go for the win. Get through the tunnel turn. Right about now.
I'm just wondering. Oh, as Vic makes a move on that 77. It's a gutsy one, but it worked. And we see DB got squirrely on the curb that time. That could have been catastrophic. Sideways further back. What a save for Savage.
So close for Savage. Will Vic go for the move on DB if he gets there with 3 laps to go? That's the big question.
Oh, man.
And another story. DB has the opportunity to go back-to-back for his 3rd career win contact back there in the back.
What just happened? What is happening with these guys further back?
Anger, probably.
Yeah, that's most likely it. As now we see this
Real
48
here.
of
Real to the inside of Vic. Vic gets shoved up from that, but Real's gonna take P2. It's gonna be close. 2 laps to go in the tricky triangle.
We're coming to the white flag. Sponsored by Debit 2 Bank. Not here just yet. Real Vic both getting on DB.
Oh, man.
Alpha 1. So, Real looking to the inside. I think it was actually moved to the outside by Vic. We head through the tunnel turn for the second to last time here in Pocono. We head down the short chute. With an incredible time commentating here, I'm going to hand it off to Incel for the last lap.
Down into turn 3 for the second to last time, coming towards the white flag in Pocono. White flag presented by Debit 2 Bank. Next flag ends the race from the tricky triangle, and DB in the 3 is currently leading. Can Real do something? Can Vic do something? It's gonna get interesting. Down out of turn 3 onto the back straightaway.
Alpha
Vic
1.
has a run, getting put in the wall, coming down into the tunnel turn. Real to the inside! Can he complete the pass? No, he can't! Can Vic do something? Or is DB gonna do it? Vic!
Oh.
That's a legal move! Wait! Down the front straightaway in Pocono! DB scores his third career win, back-to-back in the chase.
Let's go. Whew. Gosh. 2 in a row. Let's go.
And DB just did that. Everyone head to pit road, except for the 3 who can head to the start-finish line.
Gosh.
Chesko, you know where you argue. Holy crap. Napa, please head
No,
to your
you're
pit
wrong.
box.
Yeah.
Napa, pit box, please. Thank you. And then once you park your car in your pit box, you can either leave or stay for an interview. You must be in game and VC for an interview. But DB in the 3 just did that. And Ally. I mean, what a finish.
Can you go, here, DB, like where I'm standing-ish? Thank you. Okay.
As, now, of course, let me open Explorer. Oh my gosh, I just did that, didn't I?
Speed correction script. Smooth diesel. Spine physics.
And DB. Well, not yet, actually. Accelerate and turn, like, across the line fully. You gotta use accelerating and turning. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Stop, stop, stop. 0.2. And for the 3rd time in your PRA career, go crazy. And DB in the 3 just did that. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but that's just incredible here from Pocono.
And we're on a stretch of great finishes here that ended in deep winning.
Bro, I cannot get a picture. Gonna try this one? Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
I think that might have been a decent one.
I hope that one was good.
Did I just get a picture of JBL?
Publicity.
Okay, I cannot. Wait, actually, no. Keep doing that. Oh, never mind. Because I could have gotten like an aerial picture. Is what I was thinking. I was like, oh, our aerial picture. Yeah, that one, no matter what, probably works out.
Alright, and DB can head to Victory Lane. We're gonna interview him last today.
actually, I want to go keep my speed.
So wait, what? Okay, anyway. Time to get started with interviews, starting I guess with Real in the 48. Where'd he go? Where'd he disappear off to? Oh, hi. Alright. Move up. Well, hello Real, an eventful day for you. You were so close, just a few laps. How do you feel?
Fucking disgrace. Vic, do not drive again, please. You're horrible. You want to wreck my fucking ally? You're dead next race.
Okay.
I'm done
The
with this shit. He's wrecked me twice now. Once in Mugello, now here.
Okay. Alright. That's probably worth a points penalty at the end of the day. Alright. Just gonna see how that. Okay, well, anything other than that?
Anything other? Well, get
Okay.
fucked over again. Pissed off. Probably not gonna win the championship now.
Alright. Strong feelings from the 48. Thank you for your time. I don't know really what else to. Alright, next up, we're gonna be interviewing the 74 of Chesco. Hello, Chesco, how are you doing?
Hello, I got a few goddamn words to say. So let's start with the number 8 of Vic. You can't drive. I'm just being honest. Never drive again. You really should not drive. You're ruining everyone's races, just sending and wrecking like crazy, doing nothing. You weren't even in the chase, so I don't know why you're trying to interfere with us. Second, thank God an Apple left the VC, because my God, he had the biggest temper tantrum on the track today. He literally killed Savage. On the backstretch, he just drove him all the way down into the wall on the side. Not to mention the fact that he was sending like crazy and just being an idiotic driver in general. And he also screwed my race over by wrecking me, so that was fun. But anyway, besides that, definitely a fun track once you get used to it. Had a few issues with the driver. I like DB though, he's chill. But anyway, besides that, yeah, just meh race.
Yeah, and of course, you had a few shining moments. Of course, we saw you battling for the lead, but overall, an okay day. You're making your chase debut. What's your goal? You're probably not going to end up fighting for a championship, but what's your goal for the remaining 2 races of the season, Charlotte and Homestead?
Well, considering those are some of my best tracks, maybe P3 or P4 in standings, depending on where the points are. I haven't really checked the spreadsheet. But yeah, okay-ish race today. Definitely like the track, one of my favorites. Yeah, I forgot what else I was gonna say. Yeah, also I think Savage wrecked into pits on the last lap somehow, so that was interesting. I just looked back and saw him dead in pits. But yeah, main thing was for me today just trying to keep it chill, not trying to be leading too much, because as you know, the draft will absolutely destroy you. Towards the end, I tried to close it down a bit, got the gap down from 4.5 to about 2-ish seconds, I think, so draft's definitely strong here, just had to run my lap. Maybe for 10 more laps, I might have been there up with the pack, but otherwise, good race.
Alright then.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go.
Alright then. Thank you for your time. Next up, we're gonna be interviewing the 77 of Savage. Hello, Savage. How are you doing today?
You know, it's gonna sound like a broken record at this point, but we don't like Vic. We all want him gone. The bro's been sending us for the entire season now, and we're getting tired of it. He's been ruining our races, honestly. And we're all sick and tired of it, and we all want him to get suspended or have a penalty. It's just getting outrageous at this point, considering He's interfering with chase drivers and non-chase drivers trying to be the best of the rest.
Alright then. Well, other than that, led a handful of laps. I think you may end up contending. No, I don't know. We'll have to see. This was a very crazy race, so I'll have to check who got MLL. But led a handful of laps, put a good impression after some controversial behavior earlier in the chase. How are you feeling about championship hopes and your relationship with other drivers, excluding Vic, so far?
Out the window, the guys I like, we have great relationships. The guys I don't, it's pretty obvious who I do and don't like. But championship hopes out the window, considering 2 dead last finishes, back-to-back weeks, just because of lag and stupid crap that puts me in those positions.
Alright then. Thank you for your time, Savage. And with that, we now head to Pocono Victory Lane, where not only is DV waiting, but one final interview and the most iconic set of pictures in all of PRA. So allow me to get those. Oh god, I accidentally moved my camera right as I was. Take another one just in case. There we go. This is the most iconic victory lane in this sport. Pocono Raceway. I actually don't know if I fricked that up, so I'll take another one. You moved! Oh! Alright, there we go. DB, you can now walk up the ramp, and right here, the center post is waiting for you to stand behind here. From Pocono, the final picture, the most iconic. Savage, I don't want you up there for now. It's just DB. The most iconic picture in the sport right there. This has been such a crazy track always. And today, DB ends up victorious. Ally, how about one last interview with the winner and driver of the number 3? Well, DB, you won. It's 2 in a row. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing because I think I'm gonna be like in probably the best spot in the chase points, and overall just a crazy finish. I did not expect that. I was kind of having like sort of an up and down day. Spun out almost. I think I got sideways twice. That put me to the back of the lead pack. I got TTB penalty for entering closed pits. It's just a massive turnaround for today. And a massive turnaround in points too. Not even a turnaround, just a massive gain in points. It's overall just an insane day.
Yeah, of course. Do that final lap. What were you thinking?
I was thinking like it's anyone's race. Like it's so easy to pass through turns 2 and 3. I just thought someone's gonna send it into me, and it's just a drag race from there. But Vic, I mean, he did something illegal. I mean, I still would have got the win either way, but still, it was just still a crazy finish.
Yeah. So, due to that illegal move, let me look back at where he finished. He finished P2, but due to that illegal move, he's going to be getting put to the rear end of the field. And, then there could be points penalties involved in that as well for other moves throughout the day. So, you still win, of course, but Real gonna move up to P2. Overall, a crazy day. I mean, let's go back to stage 1. You were about to get P2 in stage 1. What happened there that allowed Real to get past and steal that P2 in stage 1?
Ah, yeah, that's right. So I thought I just wanted to send it in one last time. I thought I would hopefully get up to the rear end of the 88, but I ended up flipping the curve and getting really loose, sliding up the track and just losing all that speed, allowing Wheel to get by. But still, I guess it's stage points are stage points, and I guess I'm happy with what I got today.
Alright then. Any questions for DB Ally?
No, not really.
Alright then. Well, you're in a great spot now in chase standings. You just scored 2 wins in a row. It's a great day for you, and for real, you get P1 and P2, both of you. Congratulations to you both on that. And I hope to see both of you performing for Charlotte and Homestead, the final 2 races of the season. Good luck in your championship fight, DB. Sophomore year, the 3.
Thank you.
Well, that's been quite the race. From Pocono, lots of ups, lots of downs. But DB comes out on top to win 2 in a row in an insane finish. Pocono has a crank it up curse and so much more to talk about from the Tricky Triangle. I'm Crimson and Still your host, and I'll see you for the penultimate race of our 2024 season, the Coca-Cola 200 at Charlotte, in just 1 week. See you later. Bye.
Later, y'all.